It's your boy, Real. Back with another video. Back with another video. We're gonna be talking about Capricorns again. Now, we're talking about the real deep end. And in this situation, this is a serious matter. So we're gonna be breaking down the 10 excuse me, the 10 stoic rules for dealing with a Capricorn woman. Now, what's going on, James? What's going on? Welcome. And see, I'm gonna give y'all the 10 stoic rules for dealing with a Capricorn. Cause I'm gonna tell you, like, a Capricorn woman can really test you and test your boundaries. You thinking that you setting boundaries, but when you realize you're dealing with a Capricorn, it often feels like she's setting the boundaries. Because as she's pushing them, then she starts to project onto you the very thing that she wants from you, and basically tries to get you to agree to something that you may not even have known you agreed to. See, the thing about it is, Capricorn women are disciplined, so that means they could be very proud. They could be very calculative, to where she knows exactly when to pull and when to push. So it's almost like if you slip up and do something, you can reverse the dynamic. So that can make her become the stoic one in the situation. But what I'm saying is that you don't want to allow her to get you into this mindset and flip the dynamic on you. So by you remaining stoic, you're going to allow yourself to always hold the power in the situation when you're dealing with a Capricorn woman. Now, I'm going to talk about a few pointers here. Now, what you want to do is, when you're dealing with a Capricorn woman, is you want to set boundaries early. See, because this is the type of woman that she comes in and she is almost like she tries to take the keys. And what I mean by that, that could be the keys to your house. That could be keys to your, whatever you got going on financially. Because you got to understand, when it comes to a Capricorn, shout out to Scotland. Welcome, George. See what's going on. And think about it, you got to set the boundaries early, because like I say, you can't give her no access to anything, especially when you first meet her. What's going on, Deshad? Salam, what's going on? Welcome to the live. And like I say, you got to take back everything. If you, let's say you already slipped up. Let's say you already gave her too much too soon. So let's say you done gave her the keys to the Bentley, or, the hoopty, or whatever it is that you trusted her with. And, let's say she got access to all your stuff within your home, privileges and all types of things that she may have not got them respectfully. So you want to set limitations. And as often as it seems that Capricorns hate restrictions, they hate boundaries. But you have to do this, because you cannot show weakness when you're dealing with a Capricorn woman. So what I said was, set those boundaries early for number one. Take back the keys, the stash, whatever it is, the privileges that you may have given her. And don't wait for her to respect your limits. See, Georgie said, I seem to get a lot of gold diggers. Love is blind, though. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, let me ask you, was it with a Capricorn woman? Because a lot of times, a Capricorn woman could be very opportunistic. So, like, if they notice that you got money, or they notice you have status, and let's say that they can't match you financially, then she's gonna try to approach the situation sexually. And if she can get you to allow her to have access through her sleeping with you, then that's basically going to be her way of trying to get the keys and get all these things, you know, get her needs met regarding you. And it's all about the structure. It's all about her trying to get the resources from you. See, she has a hard time finding her own resources, but it's a lot easier for her to capitalize off of something that's already established. That's why when you think of Capricorn, how you really want to look at it and look at them as being, you know, you could look at them as being related to capitalism. So it's like, this is somebody that takes from a situation what she may consider is the best part of your creation. And the last thing she wants is for you to become her project. See? And that's the thing why you can't really get a real connection with the Capricorn. Because the thing about it is, she's so focused on the money, the material world. That's why Capricorns are considered the devil. She's more focused on the things that, you know, everybody is, you know, trying to chase these days, like clout, money, attention. And she prides herself in those things. So whenever you start to go deeper with her, and you know that's going to require some level of emotion, she is going to pull back. She's going to say things through deflection to try to not allow herself to be exposed, because it's in that emotion that a Pisces would take her to somewhere that she's unfamiliar with, and therefore she will literally show her insecurities when she's not comfortable doing something that requires her to tell the truth. Because that's the thing, when we dealing with certain particular signs like Libra, and we deal with signs such as Sagittarius, when we deal with signs such as Capricorn, these signs are capable of lying to your face and physically feeling some sort of different opinion, but it's like they start to double down on it. So basically what they do is they'll lie to your face and, you know, make it seem like they agree with you, especially Capricorn. If something you say, she may oftentimes be jealous of your leadership or anything that you're currently doing, simply because she can't match what you bring to the table. So let's say you were the breadwinner, you make more money than her. She might not tell you that like that, you know, she might not say something to ruin her image or to make her appear weak or beneath you. She's not going to give you that benefit of the doubt or just tell you that, because she doesn't want to accept those terms of what it is, you know, basically it being what it is. So if somebody doesn't accept reality, then obviously that's something that's going to be related closer to something superficial. See, and it's not real, and you can't have a real connection with somebody that thinks like that, that can't accept reality. But here's the thing, she can really bring, I'm gonna tell you what Capricorns can do, because this sign is very calculative. So it operates in a darker shadow. See, so darker shadows are more related to half truths. See, so one thing that I'm gonna tell y'all, the Capricorn woman, where she fails miserably at, and that is the fact that she can't keep her mouth shut. She overshares. And see, when you're trying to be stoic, and you notice the laws of being stoic is you must not overshare. See, she likes to obtain status, and she likes to obtain wealth by who she's, you know, who she's communicating with. So that's going to allow her to feel some type of way, maybe related to power, or, you know, just having the upper hand and leverage in the situation. So this can allow her to make business deals with, you know, your enemies and people that, you know, you don't necessarily want to deal with, all because she's being selfish and one-sided. See, now Here's another thing. Like I say, the subject is the video. We're talking about being stoic when it comes to Capricorn. The reason why I'm telling you guys this, because listen, if you do not become stoic when you're dealing with a Capricorn woman, I'm telling you, she's gonna walk all over you. See, she's gonna walk all over you. You're not gonna even know what hit you when she does this. So this is what this video, this is what this subject, this live segment is about. But like I say, if you don't want to take it from me and anybody in the comments that, hey, you have a different opinion, that I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. You don't have to watch my live if you feel some type of way. I'm not even gonna say your name because I don't want to give you any type of clout. But yeah, if you don't like what I'm saying, then hey, you know, you could just do what Michael Jackson said, beat it. But yeah, when it comes to you got to keep your circle tight. See, when you're dealing with a Capricorn woman that operates like this, you really have to watch everything. You cannot give her access to everything. So we covered that. The next thing is that you have to keep everything business. See, this number 2, you got to keep everything business, not personal. Because that once things get personal, then what tends to happen is the Capricorn start to get overwhelmed. They start to get stressed, especially if that is not what her true intentions was in the first place. She's the type of woman that likes to stick to the plan. She likes to execute. She likes to get whatever it was on her objective list done. So if you add anything extra to that of which she is trying to avoid, she's not going to meet you there. She's not going to go there with you. So what tends to happen is she will ignore you. She will pull back. She will leave you on red. So when that happens, that's something to keep in mind. Now, the thing about it is, as much as you may be wanting to do for her, you may be wanting to, you know, treat her to nice things. You may be wanting to, you know, give her things, because she comes off as reserved. She comes off as being calm. But this because listen, what it really is she's using charm. She notices your reaction when she's behaving in such a way. So when she's calling you daddy and she's talking all these sweet nothings and saying certain things to you because she knows that she has your undivided attention. She notices that she gets her way when she talks like that. So you got to understand that she's very strategic in her dealings. Now, the thing about it is, no freebies. Don't give her anything to go off of or to make it seem as though she may have the leverage or access to your resources. So when it comes to no freebies, if she wants something, she must earn it. Do never give a Capricorn woman anything free. Do not, especially earlier on in you guys' relationship or anything, you must make her earn it. You have to, you know, even if you really want to do something nice for her, you got to make her earn it. You have to create a reward system, because this type of woman will take advantage of you. She will use you, and that's what she tends to do. Because listen, when it comes to Capricorn, they are considered the elder. So what tends to happen is a lot of times people come to them and they expect the Capricorn to take care of things for them. It's almost like you're trying to leave the responsibility of your life to the Capricorn. So that's why she oftentimes comes into your life and she tries to take control. She tries to make changes. She tries to initiate some sort of change, whether or not it's warranted. So she could really shake things up. She could really shake up your structure. See, this is why you must have a strong backbone. This is why I'm doing this live video about being stoic, because if you're stoic in this situation, then you will have the upper hand, and the Capricorn woman would not be able to beat you there. She would not be able to consume you with her energy. I'm telling you, because her energy it could be very, very toxic and suffocating. So when she enters your life, if she has access to your resources, you have to start cutting the cords. So you have to start taking back those things of which you may have given her so freely, you know, giving her those things without working for it. So that's why you got to go back. Even if you've made the mistake of already giving her these things, you must go back and take them back. Because as soon as you take what you've given her access to, which is your energy, your attention, that allows you to become in control. Because everybody knows that where there's confusion, that's where there's confusion, that's where the control lies. That's where the control is. But in order for you to obtain your power back and to retrieve it back to you, you must cut the cord, the very thing of which you've given her, especially if she's ignoring you, she's doing things, she's delaying, delaying responses. Those are all signs of disrespect. So you have to understand that you cannot play her game. You cannot tolerate her doing certain things. And that applies to any sign. When she starts to see that, because she's going to test you. She's going to test you and see just how much structure you actually have. Even if you are a rich millionaire, even if you have so much money, whoop-de-woo, she don't care about that. What she's gonna look at it and try to dissect is your frame. See, your masculine frame and everything about you. That's why I said you have to be a real man when you're dealing with a Capricorn woman, because she's gonna test you, and you do not want to stay with her when she's doing this. Once you realize and you come into the mindset of knowing that she's testing you, you must just leave her alone, fam. Just leave her alone. Like, you got to do her dirty. You got to stop talking to her, because she's a type of person that is, running plays like, football, like NFL or something. She's running plays and you don't even see her. You don't even realize she's doing this. She's running plays and she's trying to execute these little missions. And it's like the whole time you thinking you guys are in some type of deep committed relationship, but she's behind the scenes. She's just playing games and trying to get to those rewards faster, sooner, under your nose. So by the time you catch on, what is she gonna do? She can use deflection to try to make it seem like you're insecure or that you have issues, so that she could keep your keep those resources that you may have already given her. So that's why you got to be careful with that. Now the next thing we're gonna talk about is you got to stay silent. Okay, you got to guard your peace, because Capricorn women, they'll do certain things to get a reaction out of you. She'll say certain things. She'll delay, which is the most annoying thing that a person can do. And just by you having a natural reaction, you could just literally be like, hey, you literally was sitting in the same room as me, across from the couch, and I just called you. Even if it was just a pocket dial and she don't answer the phone, she'll probably just pick up her phone and look at it. That's still considered disrespectful, because it's like, I'm calling you. Obviously, I want something, or I need something, I want to tell you something, and you're just blowing me off. Because why? She's already comfortable. She's already tested you to see if you're going to still be there when she gets on her bullshit. So that's why I'm telling you, like, you cannot let her slide, or any sign. You cannot let them just do what they feel. And like I say, if she does something that you don't like, make her accountable. Don't reward her for bad behavior. Now, when it comes to staying silent when necessary, as I mentioned, you do not have to respond to any type of situation or thing such as gaslighting because when she's doing this, I'm gonna tell you a secret. When a Capricorn woman is in the mindset, in the mind frame of testing you, what she's really doing is she's already jealous. She's already showing you that something's wrong. So it's almost like this. When you are dealing with her and she goes into this little frenzy of, oh, I'm gonna start ignoring him, or hey, I'm gonna pull back. You already won already. It's the adjustments. Think about it. If you're going toe to toe, let's say in a game. Let's say if you're going toe to toe in a game, and let's say you're trying to defeat this person, or you're trying to obtain power, and you notice it's not working. Whatever it is that you did that you may have felt it would have got you some sort of reaction from the other person, and when you realize that, oh, this person didn't really it didn't really faze them. They were unbothered by what I did, even if it was something sneaky, or even the fact if you did see it, you didn't mention it. So it kind of makes them feel, you know, useless or worthless, that, oh, this person didn't even notice. So when a Capricorn woman starts to play games, she starts to go back to the drawing board, and she's like, wait a minute, this dude is unbothered. I'm not getting the type of response that I was looking for. Maybe she mentioned to you something that she wanted. Maybe she said, oh, ooh, I got, you know, that money that I just got from you. Ooh, it'd be really nice if I could go get me a Trackhawk. Like, I really like that new Mercedes that I seen. Like, and she'll be on her best behavior. That's why I said she's very strategic. She's an opportunist. So she knows just how to say it. She knows as soon as she has most of whatever it is that you've already given her, she's going to try to make a play. A play means she's going to try to go and buy something of value. See? Because then it's almost like it's going to be much more harder to take it back, because why? She gets the car in her name. You see? And little things like that is that she'll start to acquire power from you, and almost as if she's using you to make herself, you know, she's basically trying to put herself on through your resources. That's why I said is related to capitalism. So that's what Capricorns do. They build off. They are the foundation. They build off of others. They build off something that's already started. But you guys tune in for part 2. I'm finna drop that in an hour. I gotta write some more stuff down, but yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with part 2, so stay tuned for that. And like, comment, share, subscribe.